Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is a special edition of Wild Card Weekend on EA.
All right, Coach, we're about 15 miles west of downtown Phoenix in Glendale, Arizona. Coming up, it's the final game of Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a good NFC matchup in store between the San Francisco 49ers and the Arizona Cardinals. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. They'll be led out by their quarterback standing at 6'2" from Eastern Illinois. It's Jimmy Garoppolo.
Athletic, accurate, strong arm, knows how to make something out of nothing, and is also an excellent leader.
Now the Georgia Southern man, this is Jeremy McKinnon. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now Garoppolo throwing on second. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third. And the big meat on the D-line. We'll see how they do today.
And I'd hate to be an offensive lineman having to deal with these guys. They come in hungry, mean, and confident. They think that no one can block them.
Let's go, man. Playoff time, baby.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Like I said,
yeah.
Junior seen a falling star on the way home. He told us, I wish somehow, somewhere I can make the playoffs. That joke was so funny. That joke was funny.
Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on
offense. Direction downfield or have moved away from it. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
This is taken at about the 14. Even 20 yards. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. And Charles, despite this list of key inactives that we see here, they've obviously still been pretty successful.
Give everyone credit for this one, because to me,
hey, Jason Garrett got fired.
Key guys are out. The next man steps up and plays well.
You need to get fired
starts with the organization itself.
Him, Adam Gate,
for guys being out.
the Broncos head coach, Van, whatever his name is.
Van
Yeah, Van Stoker.
First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
They're going to lift a throw. On the slant, gets it to Gronkowski. And he's brought down. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
Oh, this nigga's all out.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a game in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where he, their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
Now back to throw. That is caught inside the 5. And they do get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. That one goes for 24 yards. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when we talk about slinging it.
And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A great play there. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Cardinals have taken the early lead. Well, we knew they had the crowd on their side. Their defense has already made a stop, and now here's an opening drive touchdown.
Yeah, how about the defense making the stop, offense feeling their momentum that they've generated, and turning it into points on their side. So now you've got a team working together, and they get the crowd involved fully on their side in this ballgame.
And in this playoff atmosphere, that 12th man means even more. And here now the offense heading back out there. They bring the 5 seed into the playoffs. Of course, they're one of the wild card teams. And when you're a wild card team, it makes it a little bit tougher. You have to win the extra game. But there's been a precedent set of teams doing that successfully in the past.
And it's usually teams that have aspects that really jump out at you and are really factors in the playoffs. I mean, Pittsburgh, they rode a heavy run game with Jerome Bettis when they won in 2005. And then don't forget the Giants in 2007, that season.
Pressure comes and the Cardinals bring him down. Reuben Foster. He's got a fire alarm going on. He takes him down for a loss of 9.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Thomas barreling ahead.
What's that noise?
And he'll be out of bounds.
I don't know, that's why I asked you, y'all have a fire alarm going on?
An excellent pickup of 34 yards. Just the first quarter of a tackling going to be so important going forward.
Yeah, you can't get that nigga down.
Like that.
And that's something
Nah, it gotta be like D-head. That's gotta be D-head
and they don't get him on the ground. You can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and wearing all off-season and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a long night.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flooring to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Looking to find a lane.
I said, how you made the playoffs if you lost?
The line of scrimmage.
Huh?
How you made the playoffs if you lost?
Doubling this guy has to be a priority.
After Junior lost, I had already clipped. All I needed to do was win my last 2. I was 10 and 5. So when Junior lost him at 97, that means no matter what happened in my game, I was going to make it.
He's a big man.
If I won, I'd been the 5th seed. Since I lost, I would have been the 6th seed. So I got all road game. I played a
big-time game, especially when you have one going into a dome setting. They're strapped
in. If I would have won, I would have played you.
Especially on the third downs like the one we just saw there with the incompletion. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this
that's why I was laughing at Junior, because it didn't matter to me. Once he lost, or if San Francisco would have lost, I would have.
So the missed 56-yarder, and now the flip side. Good starting field position at the 46 near midfield. They'll let it go deep for Beckham.
I didn't need it.
This is caught inside the 15.
And then when Green Bay had won, they won the division, so it wasn't nothing for me to play for. I put all my players on the
And the Cardinals are able to show off their quick strike ability.
They didn't even play that last
on the extra point. And it's now 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And the first play of the drive goes to McKinnon. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
No gain on that run, and while the team is down, there's still time to come back and win the football game. If I'm the offensive coordinator, though, I got to think about moving at a faster pace and maybe opening things up a little bit and throwing it a little bit more.
When he finds his target, it's Marquise Goodwin. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast,
Yes,
as a quarterback, the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and maybe an interception.
Yeah, and the deflection works both
Yes,
ways.
said
Maybe
he's
a
out.
hand in the way and it pops
He
in
was
the
gonna
air.
miss the playoff.
Sometimes you throw it so
And
hard,
he
your
lost
receiver
that.
can't handle it, and he
He lost
pops
his
it up in the
last
air for the
game.
defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. But you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play?
It's coming, and down he goes. Navarro Bowman leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? Second quarter now. Brandon Gordon. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Working from the gun. Garoppolo. And Thomas has it.
At the
48-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. Odell Beckham now marching back onto the field. And he is closing in on the 100-yard mark for the day.
And it appears that he loved the fact that they're going to play this game earlier. You know,
Hey, I fake catch it and they still let me run.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. Kayvon Webster there to make the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield. On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Over the middle to Beckham. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Early down stuffs to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Dancing to his left. Wide open, Gronkowski. An excellent pickup at 34 yards. And the young buck showing that ability, that agility to dance outside of the pocket, complete the deep ball.
And don't think for a second that the coaching staff didn't have their heart rate accelerate a little bit there, right? Anytime you have those young quarterbacks and they get outside it.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Brandon Marshall from 8 yards out. And the Cardinals now adding on to
part of Arizona right now, y'all.
Tucker now to add the point after.
The defense is doing their best, but they're struggling right now. They'll look for some help from their own offense to keep
Hey, make sure you stay away from him to watch my broadcast. I teach him how to beat the 49.
Man, wish to this girl, man. She consoled. You wishing on stars and stuff, man.
This fielded a few
Oh
yards
my
into
goodness,
the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Man,
dang, he's burned too.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And they'll get it all the way out near midfield to the 45. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Ah, free.
A dump down to McKinnon. And he's going to get this one down right to the edge of the red zone to the chalk of the 20. That one goes for 24 yards.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line is just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you've got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe you keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
And Gold is able to put it through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. Now that's something of a pick-me-up. The offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it. Those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
Now it's Gold after splitting the uprights to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence. Does a great deal for your team. Gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration. Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back with more NFC playoff action.
No rep count. Tell me something. The gym closed tomorrow?
I think so. I can check.
After this.
When you start working?
Reminder coming up at the half as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here.
How are you supposed to work out, man?
As we begin
I picked my schedule, fool.
53 in Atlanta.
What days you work?
Incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was looking for
He just said, I'm gonna start this Tuesday, and I gotta call that. I gotta rush through that game.
Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes.
So I gotta rush through that game Thursday.
They've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment.
Volleyball game?
Hop down and kickball game.
And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
Should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the same play.
Exactly. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
On second down, here's Garoppolo. Over the middle, that's caught by Taylor. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Garoppolo to throw on 3rd and 1. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns is going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
Throwing left side, he's got Gronk complete. And he's brought down. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play. He picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
So we now proceed to the start of the second half. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. This is taken at the 3. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working.
Feel like Minnesota ain't going far.
What we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had guys be prepared for for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any
They ain't losing,
adjustments that
nigga.
might be made defensively.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
There's some room at midfield. Left side is Beckham. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Fifth catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
You ain't scared of Atlanta because you ain't gonna have to play him.
Facing zone coverage if he has just a little bit of time.
Say what now?
I said you ain't scared of Atlanta because you ain't gonna have to face him.
If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find
It ain't over yet, nigga.
downfield. You can only cover for so
It done hurt the best receiver. Big was out.
Get a little bit more pressure.
Who did?
Carolina did that against Denver. They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
They'll leave it for Cohen, complete. Takes this to the 45, not much space after that broken tackle. It's a 4-yard pickup, and just like that, it's third down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
He's going to dump that off to his running back, Cohen. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. At his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make someone miss in the open field.
I guess my phone was too close to the, I don't know.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. On that play, he's able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
And able to get him down.
Okay, Minnesota.
Reach the 5.
Dang it.
No, check, Patriot! Leopard!
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out.
Oh, they're best out for the playoffs.
Your team right now.
From the 2 now, second and goal.
What happened?
Broken rib.
They slot Gronkowski out.
Nah, he ain't hit broken rib. He didn't be
They'll
out.
look to throw. This is caught.
You can probably
Gronkowski.
play him early next game.
And he'll take this one in for the
I just had to play up break his rib.
Rob Gronkowski, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. But look, this is a team, Charles, they faced adversity all year long. They had to fight and claw to win that division, but they're putting it all together here in the wild card game.
Feels like a statement, doesn't it? An absolute statement game, a message to the top seeds. Overlook us at your own peril. We're pretty darn good.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 20. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
Plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use.
I don't know what idiot let David Johnson go to the Packers.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down.
Hey, go, my boys killed Miami today.
So you got a haircut.
It's a loss of 2.
I said my boys killed Miami today.
Gerald McCoy.
Yeah, I don't know what idiot let him go to Green Bay.
In the interior of the
I don't know
defense.
either.
I don't care who has the assignment to block him. They usually end up having to take at least 2.
If I were that same owner that worked out there, Xavier Road trade.
And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44.
Yeah, I don't know that idiot that Xavier Rhodes go like
for
an idiot.
3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They need just a
They
yard
can
here.
pass
It's
it.
3rd and
It's gonna
1.
be a dual threat.
They'll
I
run
screwed
it
that
down
all
on the
up.
gun.
But you still got Patrick
He will
Peterson.
have the first down as he's brought down.
Man, I traded Patrick Peterson and
5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you know, it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact
I
on this
traded
game.
Patrick Peterson after 2 games, man. I already knew he was going to be a ball.
Caught left side, Garcon. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. It's a
Yes!
11 yards that
They
time,
called it a
and
fumble.
produces a new set of
They called it a
downs.
fumble.
That was a nicely run
Hey,
slant
watch
route.
this
And
play.
what the receiver's trying to
They
do is
call
make
it a
the
fumble.
defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route.
It
And
is a
he
fumble,
makes it
ain't it?
after about 3 to 4 steps and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do
I thought it was
is use his
incomplete.
body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback
Too late
a
now.
nice turn.
I'm ball.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one. It
You
might
were
need to
supposed to
just put
intercept
that
that
aside
pass.
and just
That
try and
number
ram
4,
his
yeah,
way
number
forward
41
and
supposed to
get
get
it
that
again.
one.
Now Garoppolo. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it
Oh, you
into
should
much
have
more.
juked him.
Throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Now they're staring at a 4th down as Arizona's defense does its job.
I think you put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender. But you also have to give your own guy a chance, too.
And that is no good. Oh, he missed it just wide of the upright. And this score will stay right where it is.
Dang it.
So another long try for 3 and another kick that comes up lacking.
Yeah, this isn't going to do any wonders for his field goal percentage. But you have to figure as a head coach that when you send a guy out there to try and kick from that distance, it's a 50-50 proposition at best.
Wide open receiver complete. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
What's your score,
So
Tyree?
statistically,
28-3.
both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. Now he'll let it go deep down the left sideline. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A big play there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Cardinals add on.
Oh, you found
You
it.
have fun with this one, partner.
I am. I mean, he's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone, this guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up.
4 touchdown passes. Carving him up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it winds up in a touchdown for Arizona. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Garoppolo on 1st down. He gets it to Thomas. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Garoppolo to throw on second down. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Reuben Foster able to drop him for a loss of 4.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in the
second and 30.
Heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten.
There you go, Darius.
The throw on third down, knocked
Slade.
away and incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and frankly, just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. He'll field this at the 5. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And the Cards are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. So out now comes the offense back onto the field.
Darius Slade went like 15 minutes away from where I stayed.
There's not supposed to be anything easy about the NFL playoffs, but this lead, yes, they're at home. But
yeah,
this
he
has
went to
been
Bronze
impressive.
High.
And we hear all the time when upsets happen, teams go on the road, that maybe home field advantage isn't all it's cracked up to be. But you and I both know the reality is teams really fight hard to get it. Why? You don't ever have to change routine. Everything's familiar going into the game. It makes things easier, and that has paid off for them in a big way in this contest. Where Brandon Pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage, they've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech.
Still second down.
Back to throw now in his own end zone. Steps away to his left. And he slides to avoid the hit. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair, because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the grip. And he loses the football a second time. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5. That was second down run for Murray. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Call it a gain of 7.
About time you lowered that helmet.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters,
yes,
you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the
yes,
fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
An interesting and intriguing decision defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out from the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what. Looking for Marshall, but it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. He was trying to hit his
do you already advance the week?
Marshall. Well, when someone other than the quarterback is throwing the football,
if you could do a force advance, I think Tyree, if somebody don't, they ain't got no game.
You're exactly right. It takes some fortitude to call that type of play, but when it doesn't work, oh boy, you wish you hadn't.
A gain of 6 there on first. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling.
I advanced my week after I re-signed my staff.
Y'all re-signed them?
So I sent them to office.
He gets this one to Garcon.
That was the play.
17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision into him.
Y'all seen how my team LSU whooped Miami?
And across the track into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown.
How bad they beat him?
Alfred Morris.
It was like 26.
From 11 yards out. And the
It was 26-3 at halftime.
Leads to 6 points. Gold with the extra point, and
Stop watching after this.
Closer. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Cardinals' hands team able to secure the football. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time. And that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage. Use your timeouts in order to get the ball and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll run here. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game.
On to Atlanta.
Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
Last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just
Who
can't
you play,
make.
Tyree?
Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as
The
they
Super
say,
Bowl
right? Just hold down,
champions.
Take off and go. Don't make something worse than what it was. This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one, maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that.
Hey, Junior didn't advance, so